a few times, and the guys. I just think we just had a momentary lapse when we got that offensive rebound. I'm going to talk about LeBron in a second.
LeBron James just dropped 32 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists in a game. But you know what's even crazier? His coach used to be his podcast buddy. That's right. JJ Redick, guy who used to chat with LeBron about basketball, is now calling the shots from the sideline. But here's the million-dollar question. Is Redick really in charge, or is LeBron still running the show? Imagine being in Redick's shoes, trying to coach the greatest player of our generation. How do you tell a legend what to do?
I think the angst that we felt in ending that quarter that way, that was a big shot.
This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about power, respect, and who's really pulling the strings in LA. You know what's wild? LeBron and JJ used to sit around sipping coffee and just chat about basketball on a podcast. Now JJ's out there on the sideline, clipboard in hand, telling LeBron what to do on the court. It's like your buddy suddenly becoming your boss. How's that even work? Let's rewind a bit and talk about how these two basketball brains first connected off the court.
It's actually insane. But we executed really well in the fourth to get 44 points in a quarter.
Picture this, LeBron James, arguably the greatest player of all time, and JJ Redick, a sharpshooter with a mind for the game, sitting down to break down plays and strategies. Their podcast, Mind the Game, wasn't just another sports show. It was like peeking into a secret basketball lab where two masters of the craft shared their insights. And man, did people eat it up. We're talking 1.5 million views per episode. That's insane. Fans couldn't get enough of hearing LeBron and JJ dissect games, analyze player movements, and predict plays before they even happen. It was like a basketball nerd's dream come true. You'd have LeBron with his unparalleled court vision explaining why he made a certain pass. Then JJ would jump in, breaking down the defensive rotations that led to that open shot. It was pure basketball gold. But here's where it gets tricky. Podcasting and coaching, they're two totally different beasts.
I go to New Orleans and they trade for AD and he's there again. He's lurking.
Sure, JJ could talk X's and O's all day long on the mic, but now he's got to take all that talk and turn it into real-time decisions on the court. It's one thing to analyze a play after the fact. It's a whole other ball game to make split-second calls with the game on the line and 20,000 fans screaming in your ear. And let's not forget, this isn't just any team JJ's coaching. It's the Lakers. It's LeBron James. The pressure's on, and every decision JJ makes is going to be under a microscope. Fans, media, even the players, they're all watching to see if this podcast host turned coach can actually walk the walk. But you know what? JJ's podcast experience might actually give him a unique edge as a coach. Think about it. He spent hours upon hours diving deep into LeBron's basketball mind. He knows how LeBron sees the game, how he reacts to different situations. That's not something you can just pick up from watching game tape. JJ's got insider knowledge on how one of the greatest basketball minds of all time operates. And LeBron, he's not just some player who's going to brush off JJ's input. They've built a relationship of mutual respect through those podcast conversations. When JJ draws up a play, LeBron's not just seeing it as a coach's order. He's seeing it as a continuation of those basketball discussions they've been having for years. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about one game or one season. This is just the beginning of their on-court relationship. We're watching the start of something that could reshape how we think about player-coach dynamics in the NBA. Will their podcast chemistry translate to on-court success? Can JJ leverage his unique insight into LeBron's game to take the Lakers to new heights? One thing's for sure, the basketball world is watching. And if these two can make this work, it might just change the game forever. So buckle up, Lakers fans. This season's going to be one hell of a ride. Remember all that talk about LeBron slowing down at 39? Yeah, about that. What if I told you he just dropped 16 points in 3 minutes? And that's not even the craziest part. The real story is how this one quarter might have just flipped the script on the entire Lakers season. Picture this. It's the fourth quarter. Lakers are down by 7 against the Kings. The crowd's getting restless, and you can practically feel the tension in the air. Kings think they've got this game locked up. But they forgot one tiny detail. LeBron James doesn't know how to quit. Now, you're probably thinking, come on, LeBron's 39 years old. He's not supposed to be dominating like this anymore, right? Wrong, dead wrong. What happened next was something straight out of a basketball fairy tale. LeBron goes absolutely nuclear. We're talking 16 points in just 3 minutes. That's not normal. That's not human. That's LeBron James deciding he's not ready to hand over his crown just yet. He's draining threes. He's driving to the basket. He's making shots that have no business going in. The man's on fire. And the Kings can't do anything but watch. LeBron later said, I caught a rhythm, had my outside shot going, got a couple ones in the paint as well. That's LeBron speak for, I decided to remind everyone why I'm still the king. The whole arena's going crazy. Fans are losing their minds. Teammates are jumping off the bench. Poor JJ Redick, he's on the sideline, clipboard in hand, probably thinking, is this real life? Am I really coaching this guy? But here's the thing, LeBron's not just scoring. He's everywhere on the court. He's grabbing rebounds like they're going out of style. He's dishing out assists like he's got eyes in the back of his head. It's like watching a one-man basketball clinic. By the time the final buzzer sounds, LeBron's stat line is ridiculous. We're talking a triple-double, 32 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists. The Lakers have pulled off a comeback that'll be talked about for weeks. And you know what makes this even crazier? This isn't just some random regular season game in November. This is LeBron James in year 22 of his career. Most players are lucky to last half that long, let alone still be dominating games like this. Anthony Davis, LeBron's teammate, summed it up perfectly. Just when you think he's slowing down, man, he continues to show the world why he's the greatest. And honestly, that might be underselling it. See, this performance isn't just about one game. It's not even just about this season. This is LeBron James sending a message to the entire league. He's saying, I'm still here, I'm still the best, and I'm not going anywhere. What makes this even more impressive is LeBron's ability to maintain this level of play late in game. It's not just talent, it's the result of years of hard work and dedication. LeBron's legendary for his training regimen and commitment to fitness. While other players might be slowing down in the fourth quarter, LeBron's just getting warmed up. So what does this mean for the Lakers going forward? It means they've still got the most dangerous weapon in the NBA. It means that no matter how dire things look, they're never out of a game as long as LeBron's on the court. And for JJ Redick, it means he's got a player who can bail him out of any situation, a true ace up his sleeve. But here's the real question. If LeBron can still take over games like this, who's really running the show in LA? Is it the rookie coach with the clipboard or the 39-year-old superhuman who seems to defy the laws of basketball physics? That, folks, is the million-dollar question. You think LeBron's fourth quarter explosion was impressive? Imagine being the guy who has to coach that. JJ Redick's gone from podcasting about basketball to standing on the sideline, clipboard in hand, trying to tell LeBron James what to do. Talk about a career change. But here's the thing. Could JJ's fresh perspective be exactly what the Lakers need? Let's talk about JJ for a sec. This guy's never coached a pro game before. Now he's running the show for the Lakers. It's like going from announcing the game to playing in it. 1 minute you're breaking down plays on a podcast, the next you're drawing them up in timeout. That's a whole different level of pressure. But can analyzing the game actually translate to coaching it? That's the million-dollar question. JJ's not just running practices and making game plans anymore. He's dealing with real-time decisions, managing egos, and trying to outsmart some of the best basketball minds in the world. It's not like he can hit pause, think about it for a while, and then edit out his mistakes later. This is live, unscripted, and there's no room for do-overs. And let's be real, coaching LeBron James, that's like trying to tell Michael Jordan how to play basketball. You've got the greatest player of this generation, a guy who's seen it all and done it all, and now you're supposed to tell him what to do. That's a challenge, even for seasoned coaches, let alone a rookie like JJ. But here's where it gets interesting. JJ's not just winging it. He's bringing a whole new approach to coaching. In his own words, everything you do is like very thoughtful. He's not just running drills and calling plays. He's creating a structured, deliberate practice environment. It's like he's taken all those hours of podcast analysis and turned them into a coaching philosophy. JJ's got this unique understanding of the modern game. Plus, he's got relationships with the players. He's not some old school coach stuck in his ways. He's fresh, he's current, and he gets how today's players think. As he put it, with my understanding of the modern game, my relationships with players, it felt like the right time for me personally to go into coaching. And you know what? It's working. JJ's building something special with the Lakers. He's not just focused on wins and losses. He's creating a culture of resilience. In his words, basketball is a game of imperfect. Our guys weathered some bad stretches, some bad breaks, and the resiliency that we've built this week, I believe is a very good foundation for our group. That's not just coach speak. That's a guy who understands that success in the NBA is about more than just X's and O's. But here's the kicker. LeBron's all in on it. The king himself has expressed confidence in the coaching staff's direction. LeBron said, "I wanted the Lakers as a player and as a fan of the franchise to be able to hire the coach that should be there." That's huge. When you've got LeBron James buying into your system, you know you're doing something right. So yeah, JJ Redick might be new to this coaching thing, but his fresh perspective, his innovative strategies, his focus on player communication and engagement, that might be exactly what the Lakers need. He's bringing a new energy, a different approach. And with LeBron James on board, who knows? This podcast host turned sideline general might just be the secret weapon that takes the Lakers to the next level. JJ's got LeBron on board, but that's just the beginning of his coaching challenge. You know what's even crazier? He's not just coaching the king. He's coaching the prince too. Imagine trying to manage LeBron James and his son Bronny on the same team. Talk about a family affair on the court. This isn't just any father-son duo. We're talking about the greatest player of our generation and his heir apparent, both suiting up in purple and gold. JJ Redick's not just drawing up plays anymore. He's navigating a whole new level of family dynamics. How do you coach a legend while also mentoring his son? It's like trying to teach Shakespeare how to write while helping his kid with their book report. JJ's well aware of the unique situation he's in. He said, "Coaching LeBron is a chance to strategize with another savant of the sport. Coaching Bronny is a chance to pour into a young player determined to make it." But let's be real. This isn't just about X's and O's. It's about managing expectations, relationships, and legacies all at once. Think about it. JJ's got to keep pushing LeBron to perform at that superhuman level we've all come to expect. But at the same time, he's got to develop Bronny, help him find his own identity on the court. It's like trying to nurture a seedling while making sure the giant oak next to it keeps growing. How do you balance that? And let's not forget, LeBron's not just any player. He's got his own ideas about the game, his own way of seeing things. What happens when those clash with JJ's plan? It's not like JJ can just pull rank. We're talking about LeBron James here. The guy's forgotten more about basketball than most of us will ever know. Then there's Bronny. Imagine trying to make your own name in the league while playing alongside your dad, who just happens to be one of the greatest to ever do it. No pressure, right? JJ's got to help Bronny carve out his own identity, find his own role on the team. Is like trying to help someone step out of the world's largest shadow. But here's where it gets really interesting. LeBron's got a history of mentoring younger players, taking them under his wing. Now he's doing that with his own son right there on the court. JJ's not just managing a team, he's overseeing a masterclass in basketball passed down from father to son. The way JJ handles this could define not just the Lakers season, but maybe even LeBron's final years in the league. It's about more than wins and losses now. It's about creating a legacy, both for LeBron and for Bronny. JJ's approach to all this, it's all about thoughtful practice and communication. As he puts it, everything you do is like very thoughtful. He's not just throwing them out on the court and hoping for the best. He's carefully managing this unprecedented situation, trying to get the best out of both James' generation. This isn't just basketball anymore. It's a story about family, about legacy, about passing the torch, and we're all watching it unfold in real time. The Lakers aren't just a team right now. They're a basketball experiment. And JJ Redick, he's the mad scientist in charge of it all. The Lakers are on fire, starting 3-0 for the first time since 2010. It's like they've found some secret sauce. JJ Redick's the chef. But this isn't just about wins and losses. We're watching history unfold right before our eyes. LeBron James, the basketball legend, and JJ Redick, the rookie coach, are rewriting the playbook on player-coach dynamics. And don't forget Bronny James in the mix. It's like a basketball family reunion on the court every game night. This Lakers squad isn't just a team. They're a living, breathing basketball experiment. Every game is a new chapter in NBA history. And the best part, we've got front row seats to watch it all go down. Get ready, Lakers fans. This season's about to get wild.